Hey guys, welcome back to Almost Every Monday. I'm Katie.
And I'm Madison.
And we're here to catch you up on what you missed this week.
Yeah.
Madison, how are we doing? How was your week?
It was good. Less busy than the past few weeks,
Sure.
which was nice. And I got to sleep a lot earlier.
LOL.
We had bachelor nights with all our friends, and I literally just told you what I did, but now I've already forgotten what I just said.
You had Bible study.
Yeah, Tuesday was Bible study. And Wednesday we got home and were so tired and went to bed really early.
Did you guys have turnover on Wednesday?
No.
You were just tired.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know if that was like why.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different night, but I'm pretty sure that was Wednesday night. And then Thursday, we got together with, like, all the 20-somethings on staff. Or not including the interns, but the other 20-somethings.
Yeah, on full-time.
And all, like, shared our stories with each other. Because there's, like, 13 of us.
Yeah, there's 13
on
of
staff.
us, including Jackson.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy, and we just, like, all...
Yeah.
A couple of us did a year-long together. A couple of us didn't, and, like, have come from other camps. Some
Yeah.
people were already here last year. So it's like we, like, know each other.
Yeah. Like, 10 of us, I think, just started within the last 6 months.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah, and so we all got together, which was hard to do, to find a night.
Yeah.
That none of us were working, and we're all able to share our stories and hang out and spend time together, which was really fun. Friday, me and my roommate just went home after work and watched a movie because we were just exhausted. And then yesterday, I was off, but both my roommates worked, and so I just went to Target and bought some jeans, which is
new jeans. She's wearing them right now.
big news, because I only had one pair of jeans, and they were skinny jeans, which are not on trend anymore, apparently. So now I feel super trendy and with the times.
And if you notice,
Yeah.
if you're watching on YouTube, she has purchased the Chiefs sweatshirt.
Yeah.
She bought it today.
A little
Went to Abercrombie
financially
today.
irresponsible of me, but I just got paid, so
Slay.
it's okay. This is my one splurge, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably not going to go shopping the rest of the month.
Yeah. And you bought a
Honestly.
dress too, but that's like for a wedding, so.
Yeah, because I have a couple weddings this summer. But, yeah, so yesterday I just went to Target and hung out by myself. And then we had a birthday party for one of the interns at camp that we interned with this summer, which was really fun. Just played pickleball and hung out.
I actually didn't play pickleball at all, but
Yeah, I didn't either, actually.
other people did.
I stood around
ate a
and
lot of-
watched them.
Yeah, I ate a lot of Doritos, to be honest.
Yeah, but it got, like, yesterday afternoon was, like, beautiful, so warm, and on Friday, too. And then as soon as the sun even thought about going down, it was
cold.
like, no,
Yeah.
put on a coat. And I didn't bring one with me, so I was
didn't either.
freezing.
I didn't either.
So that's on me for not looking at the weather, but
I don't even remember what I wore yesterday. Oh, I wore a sweater and my, like, oatmeal pants.
yeah. Yeah, so that was my week.
Yeah.
More chill. How was
Yeah,
yours?
This week was definitely more chill. We had Bachelor on Monday, which was fun. I don't remember if I, like, stayed in town or if I came home after work. Oh no, I hung out with you and Tatiana, and we watched
Oh,
Dirty
yeah.
Dancing because I had never. So
I forgot.
I know my mom's listening, and I know she's gonna be, silly about this, but I wasn't allowed to watch Dirty Dancing when I was little. I quickly
Rightfully
found out
so.
why. But, like, it was one of those things where when I wanted to watch it, I wasn't allowed to watch it. And then by
Yeah.
the time my mom probably would have said yes, I, like, never asked again.
Yeah.
And so I
So
just
me
never
and Harry
watched
Potter.
it. Yes. And I just really never watched it. And I just was like, whatever. And I've seen Grease and, like, a lot of other those, like, similar genre movies. But I just never watched it. And so, and like, it's one of those things, it's kind of like SpongeBob, honestly, except SpongeBob I'm never going to go back and watch because it's just like, it's too far gone.
Yeah.
But like, it's just one of those things where like people make references to it all the time.
Yeah.
Like even in New Girl, I love New Girl. It's like one of my favorite shows. And that's like the movie, that's like Jess's comfort movie.
Yeah.
And so I've like seen scenes that she was watching, but like I know the like, don't put baby in a corner and like I know all that stuff, but I was just like, whatever, I'm just never going to watch it and that's fine. And then I went over to Madison's house and I was hanging out with her roommate, and Madison was like coming downstairs to hang out with us too, and we were reading, and then I said something about how I'd never seen Dirty Dancing because you guys were talking about Patrick Swayze, and Tatiana was like, close your book. And she'd already watched it that day because it's her favorite movie.
That was crazy.
And so then we turned it on, and again I quickly realized why I wasn't allowed to watch it, and I texted my family group message and I was like, I just watched Dirty Dancing. It was really good. Like, I really liked it, honestly. Like, I liked it, I think, more than I like Grease. And I like the soundtrack a lot. Like, I'm listening to it.
It's good.
What was I going to say? Anyway, so I text my family group message. And, of course, I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. And both my younger sisters were like, oh, you've never seen it? It's so good. And I was like, yeah, of course you guys were allowed to watch it because you guys had no rules. And I had all the rules. And they were like, yeah, it's so good. And my mom was like, what do you mean you weren't allowed to watch it? I was like, what do you mean, what do I mean? And she was like, well, there's just some sensitive stuff in there that I didn't want you to watch when you were 10.
Adds up.
Like, yeah, totally. But like, you don't want to revisit it when I was like 15? Nope, didn't want to revisit it. So I watched it and that was great. Tuesday, I don't think I did anything. I'm going to have to look at my Google Calendar. Yeah, I had counseling on Tuesday, and then I just went to the gym, and Jackson and I made dinner, and then we finished The Bear on Tuesday. Or not Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe we finished it on Friday. One of the days we finished The Bear.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I can't even get into the stuff with their mom. It's so silly. And while I did want Carmi and Claire to break up because I absolutely can't stand Claire, and like, while I do think that he was not focused on the restaurant at all, and honestly, I'm like, you weren't really being supportive, Claire. Like, sure, she was like seemingly supportive and like saying all the right things, but I'm like, if you were actually supporting your partner, like opening up their dream business, you wouldn't be taking up so much of their time and like asking for so much of their time. And like, I've learned that with Jackson. Like, Jackson and his brother started their own business, and like, they still own it and it's still running, which is like amazing. But like, I had to learn that too, of like, there were things that Jackson did and there were things that Jackson missed because he's trying to start this. And like, at first it like, sure, it upset me, but we always had like conversations about like, this is just now, it's not always going to be like that way, this way, and it's not like that even now. And they're still like they're an established business, but they're still like in early stages of their business. And it just like was things like when she, like the day that they were having their family and friends meal, when she called him like a couple hours, like 2 hours before, just to say, I'm so proud of you, blah, blah. Like, he's busy. Like, I'm like, I get like the sentiment, and maybe that's just part of the writers and like whatever, but I was like, he's busy right now. Like, I was telling Jackson, I was like, when you guys went to a pop-up, I would never call you an hour or two before you guys started. Because you're busy, like, unless I like needed to tell you something or like it was important. Like, that's not, sure, it's important emotionally, but like, it's not pressing. So anyway, I don't really like her, but I kind of hated the whole way they broke up, and she heard him talking, and so that was that. But
yeah, when he was stuck in the
walk-in,
I was like, what's happening?
Honestly, a little bit.
I was like, one, that's terrifying. Yeah. Two, that's so much happening.
I know. But it was really good. I don't know. They haven't even started filming the 3rd season. And I'm like, brother, how am I going to do this?
If I had to guess, I would think it'd come out this summer.
They haven't even started filming it, though.
Yeah. But it's, like, it doesn't take that long. It's not like CGI and everything. Like, I think that we'll definitely get it before the end of the year. Oh, yeah. I think like September. Maybe. I guess it's only February 2nd. And I don't know when they're going to start. They could start tomorrow. I don't know. So we did that this week. Wednesday, I had dinner with my friend Sydney. And we did our nails. My nails are red on one hand. You can't see this in the YouTube. It's too far away. Pink on the other. So it's pretty cute. And, oh my gosh, I just added something to my calendar. Don't know what. And then, I worked all week. Thursday we did the stuff with
Theo Pros, as we call ourselves. And then Saturday, I picked up a shift in retail, and then I went to the birthday party, and then today I just edited a lot this morning, and then Madison and I went to Abercrombie, the mall, if you will.
Yeah, we fully went to a mall,
So,
which was unexpected.
Madison even ate at the food court, so.
I did. A little food court meal.
Asian
Felt,
meal, yeah.
it felt nostalgic.
Yeah, so middle school of us. And now we're here. So,
Yep.
that's what we did this week.
All right. Book club.
Book club.
We finished out the book. We really stuck with it.
Yeah.
I really stuck with it.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, so I obviously listened to it on Monday.
Yeah.
I think I finished it Monday night, right? Or maybe Tuesday morning.
You finished
On my way
it
to work.
Tuesday morning.
I think on my way to
because
work.
Yes,
because I had a minute.
And you had a minute left, and then you finished it during work.
Yes.
And I think that I finished it. I don't know. I could look on Goodreads. I think that I finished it Monday night, which is
you did, 'cause you
uncharacteristic of
texted me.
because I stayed up later after The Bachelor to read it, but I was really into whatever I was reading.
Yeah. So I obviously didn't take notes because
I finished it on Tuesday.
What?
Or at least that's when I marked it on Goodreads.
You texted me that morning that you had already finished it.
So maybe I finished it.
That's
before,
why
because
I finished it.
Sometimes I read before work if I like get ready for work like
Gotcha.
too quick or quick enough. And just sitting here.
Yeah. So I didn't take notes, so I don't remember everything that happened.
I took notes, so I'm gonna.
But I remember the overall vibes.
Yeah, the overall vibes were good.
Yeah.
This was like the best.
This was my
chunk that we've
favorite.
read.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so here are my notes. Well, here's my review
Your recap.
and my notes.
Yeah.
Recap, sorry, and my notes. And Madison will jump in with her thoughts. My first note is they kissed and he loves her. Because he, like, kissed her back and he was like, this must be a dream. And then he was like, I love her, but I'm never going to... Maybe he already said I'm never going to tell her, but...
No, I think that was the first section of this.
Yeah. And he was like, I love her and I'm never going to tell her and whatever. And I was like... And in all caps, I have, finally. Oh, yeah, he vows not to tell her. That's my next recap note.
Why? Stupid.
I also wanted to do fan castings.
Oh, man, yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to be able to think of them. Maybe we can just, like, have some conversation about it, but I don't know. I picture Evie as Emilia Clarke. Like, kind of like her vibes in Me Before You.
Yeah, like quirky and
But, like, beautiful and,
I kind of get,
smart.
like, Zoe Deutsch.
Yep.
Her vibe.
Wait, I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
When you said Zoe Deutsch, I was picturing Zoe Deschanel, who I also think would be really good in this
she's so
role.
old.
Zoe Deschanel is old?
Yes.
Why would you say that?
She is, isn't she?
She can't be over 40.
I mean, okay, Zoe Deutsch is 29. That's her. You know her.
She's too cutesy, I think, to be.
No, but she's like, have you seen Set It Up?
No.
Okay.
And I've never seen that girl before. And now I'm looking up Zoe Deschanel's age. Because I can't believe you just... Okay, she's 44, so she is a little... But, like, who... Okay, yeah. I think I like Emilia Clarke for Evie.
Yeah. You need to watch some TikToks or something of Zoe Deutsch to see her.
Okay, then the guards take the core healer, aka Tristan's dad, because they think he's the villain. And at this point, I thought Becky was the traitor. At this point, it was my first guess.
Yes,
I think
it's all
Becky's
coming
the
back
traitor.
to me now.
Yeah.
What happened?
Then my next note is Tatiana's the traitor.
They were all the traitors.
Because Tatiana, it set it up to where they thought that Tatiana was Tatiana brought Evie into the room and it seemed like they poisoned her or something, but really they were helping her heal from the dagger.
Because they Tristan brought her to them to heal her, and then closed the door and left, and then heard her screaming and everything, and he was like.
So my next
they're
note
torturing her.
JK, Tatiana's not the traitor, but Tristan loves Evie so much. How can she not tell?
Yeah.
Literally, how can she not tell that he's in love with her?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm you don't just think this guy's protective because he's evil. He's not just this nice guy. Whatever.
I don't know.
So the traitor is actually Evie's dad. Evie's dad has been using blue ink to see everything Evie's been doing at work.
Yeah.
My notes are Evie's dad is a POS. Like, I'm just like, when he was like...
Yeah, that was crazy.
Everything he was saying to her, he was like, well, I didn't care if you died because you're dead to me, basically, because you're working for the villain. And I'm like, your own daughter is dead to you. Like, what?
Because of a job.
That's crazy. That, like, she must not be really your kid. Like, I'm like, that is insane.
Yeah.
Or you have a screw loose.
And then he was like, that's why I sent you to Otto.
Yes. I was like, bro.
I was so shook.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
I said, I am itching for Evie's rep era in the next book.
Yeah.
I
Seriously.
also wrote page 312 and 313 are everything, which I know is anticlimactic right now because I don't have my book with me. But it was some point in her conversation with her dad, and she was, like, standing up to him.
Oh, yeah.
Tristan, so then... because it was also revealed, I think either in the last segment or this segment, that Evie's, like, ink ring is a protection ring, so he knows when she's, like, in pain or danger or anything. Which I'm like, bro,
he loves her.
So then he, like, got there. I think she, like, knocked her dad out, actually. Oh, she had poisoned her dad when she got home. She, like, gave him... She took the wrong she did it on purpose. She took a different vial out of Tatiana's office, told him that it was new medicine. And really, it was slow-acting tranquilizer. And so he was passed out when Tristan got there.
All right.
But then Tristan was captured by the king, and the king was going to let Otto kill Evie. I also said page 336 and 337 are also everything. Not quite sure what happened, but... and then she killed Otto, and then one of the knights killed the other knight and left.
Yeah,
so
that was wild, for
book.
sure.
So
I was thinking it was gonna be what's his name, Blade.
the dragon guy.
Yeah, but then it wasn't revealed, so I was like, okay, maybe it's not.
Maybe it was his dad. Didn't his dad work for the king? But I think his dad was like an engineer. I don't think he was like a knight.
Yeah, I don't know.
My note was that'll come back up. And then I wrote, yes, Evie villain era, savior man. Then I wrote, I don't know how I'm going to wait for the next book. And then my Goodreads review was, pardon my French, I said, this book is badass, plain and simple. I cannot wait for the second one. So, yeah, my overall thoughts are the ending was just really good. And again, I think that if I had read this book quicker, because I'm reading a book right now, and, like, there's a little bit of a lull. And I just kind of think there's always a little lull in the middle of books. Like, this book that I'm reading is, I don't know if it would be, Ashlyn recommended it to me. I don't know if it's classified as a thriller, but it's definitely a mystery. And, like, it still has a lull in the middle, like they all do. So,
yeah,
I think that that's, like, to be expected. And I think the next book, I definitely will not read for book club because I'm going to eat it up.
Right.
It comes out in August or September. I don't remember. It's a long time.
So
and then
far
the
away.
next one is already scheduled to come out. It's like this one comes out in September, I think. And then the next one's already scheduled to come out the next August.
Whoa.
So I don't know if she's, like, already written them, but, like,
Probably not.
I don't really know.
Start waiting that long. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dang. Yes, I would agree that this was the best part of the book.
Yeah.
It, like I said last week, I was like, it just feels really repetitive. They're just doing the same things over and over again. This was obviously different and had a lot more going on. I probably won't read the second book or the third.
I didn't think that you would. I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah. But, like, I like the characters more now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we kind of got to know them in a different way.
Yeah, I do like all the characters. I could see you listening to it if it was free on Spotify.
Yeah.
If it wasn't free, like this one wasn't, then I feel like you're not going to listen, which is, like, I understand.
Not trying to pay for it.
I probably am not going to, well, actually, I probably will pay for it because I was about to say I was just going to wait until...
Libby.
Well, Libby. It could be on Libby. I feel like new books is harder.
Yeah.
But, although Happy Place was already on ours. I feel like I'm going to buy it because I want to buy it, because I want to read it right away. My other thought was, well, maybe Kendall or Tatiana will buy it, but they're on a book reading or no book buying
yeah.
ban until they finish all the books that they do have.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know what books Kindle does and doesn't have and which one she's reading, but Tatiana has a lot of books to be read, so...
Well, she also reads a book a day.
I know.
So...
But I'm like... So I don't really know...
Yeah.
Where they will be at by August or September, but I will probably end up buying it.
Yeah.
Probably. Hopefully I can buy it in Kindle, though. Because usually it's cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
I also downloaded Kindle on my phone because I didn't go on social media this week. Or, like, I tried not to.
Yeah, girl.
I kept checking... Okay, so Poppy did a giveaway.
Right.
Of the mystery can box.
Yeah.
And they said they were going to, like, choose 10 people. They still have not announced who the winner is. And I literally me and Poppy, we have a little relationship going on. Because they be replying to my comments sometimes. Oh. And I commented, I don't remember. Because I would let myself check, like, once or twice a day if they had posted the thing yet. But I tried to do it from, like, the podcast account or, like, the Sharp Top account, so I wasn't, like, tempted to scroll. Yeah. Because we don't even really follow anybody on the podcast account, and I don't know anybody that we follow on the Sharp Top account. But, so I would check it, and one of the days, I think on TikTok, I'd have to check it on mine, because I'm not into the podcast one. Yeah. And what I commented on their post, and I said, when is Wild Berry coming out? Because they have a new flavor. That's not either of the mystery flavors. Yeah. So but apparently it's releasing this month. Well, I'll get to that. This was like Monday or something that I posted this. And I was Monday or Tuesday that I commented. And I was like, when are you guys releasing Wild Berry? And when are you announcing the giveaway winners? And they replied and they said, next month for Wild Berry. Stay tuned for the giveaway winners. Oh, I'm staying tuned. My ears are alert. I am tuned in. I'm ready. And you're announcing. So I'm, like, kind of annoyed. I'm like, can you guys, like...
Just pick us and get it over with.
Yeah, just pick us. Or, like, one of us. Because if one of us gets it, we need to taste it, like... Yeah, obviously. On the podcast. Or, like, go live on the podcast page and taste it or something.
For sure.
Okay, anyway. That's that. But... I'm just like, please, Poppy, send it to us. Send it. Please, and or just announce it so I can, like... be out of this purgatory, like be released from this. So anyways, that's what I have to say. Anything else about book club? Last segment.
I will say that last night I almost read a different book.
What? Like with your eyes?
Yeah. I grabbed it off my shelf and laid it next to me on my bed and then
what book was it?
Started scrolling.
That would be doom scrolling.
Yeah. It was People We Meet on Vacation that I've already read like 3 times.
Oh,
so
why did you want to read it again? Do you like it that much? I mean, you read it 3 times.
I don't really remember things after I read them.
Kendall sent me
I know that I really did enjoy it. Yeah. But I'm like, I don't remember the plot now.
Kendall sent me this TikTok, and it was like me trying to explain the plot of a book that I finished an hour ago, even though I said it was my favorite book ever. And the TikTok was like, it's good. Like, and that's literally me. There are things. Yeah. Like, I would say my favorite book is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I would say that's probably my favorite book.
Well, I wanted to read that one, but that's the one book that I still haven't found, so. Remember when my books were missing?
I have it. You can borrow it.
Did you steal it from me?
No, first off, girl, I read it before we lived together. Or
so did I.
Maybe I didn't read it before we lived together, but because I found it in when I lived in Virginia, I found it in one of those, like, free libraries. And so I have it. You can borrow it, but I'll fish it out of the basement before you leave.
Well, I really want to find mine, but
it's fine. It's probably not in Jasper.
Probably not.
Like, it's probably in Charleston. So, anyway, just so everyone knows, we have not picked out a new book club book yet.
No.
I would say next podcast, we still won't have picked one out. But maybe next we won't do it next podcast. But maybe next podcast, we will announce it. So,
yeah.
Again, if you have any suggestions, I'd really love to know. One that I want to read is First Lie Wins. It's... Reese Witherspoon did it for her book club. but I've been told that it starts out really like great and then it kind of tapers off. So I'm like, should we really read another book that has lie in it? Don't know. But my sister said it was free on Spotify, so I'm like, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's book club. Okay. Here are the topics. First up, this is hot off the press this morning.
Hot off the press.
Madison caught it real early. Honestly, we should have made a video about it as soon as we caught it because then we could be trending right now.
Yeah, we could have. But here we are anyways.
Here we are. Okay, so first up is Taylor Swift turned her profile picture on Facebook and Instagram and probably Twitter too. I don't know what Twitter
Yeah, all her
X
socials.
or whatever. All socials, black and white this morning.
Yep.
TikTok loses UMG music catalog and Dua Lipa and Callum Turner. Another couple on the streets. Then we have a Bachelor recap.
Yep.
Okay, so first off, Taylor Swift turning her profile picture black and white.
Yep.
I just want to say, and I told Madison this, and you guys can choose to believe me or not, whatever. This morning, before Madison texted me, I was just on TikTok and I was like, I just feel like February is the month. I feel like February is the month for rep. I just had a feeling. So I was like, maybe it is. Okay.
Yeah. Every month is the month for rep, honestly.
Yeah. Madison texted me at 11:15 and sent me a screenshot of Taylor Swift changing her profile picture on Facebook. And which is nice because on Facebook you have the timestamp. It was like, we could have looked at the profile picture on Instagram and been like, when did she do this?
Yeah.
But it was 18 minutes ago. So she must have done it at like 10:57 this morning.
Yeah.
Does that add up to anything?
I don't know.
That adds up to 13.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. 5 plus 7 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. I'm a genius.
But it's 10, not 1.
1057. Okay, well, yeah, if you add 10 and
So why didn't she do it at 1:57 p.m.?
I don't know, because she's probably busy at 1:57, okay? Actually, it doesn't actually make that much sense because she's most definitely in California right now.
Yeah.
So actually, it was 7:57.
I like the plane.
What plane?
A 7:57. That's a plane.
All right, well, 7:57 does not add up to anything, so whatever. That's crazy, though. Anyway, so she changed. It's still her Midnight's profile picture, but it's black and white.
Black and white.
And I went to Instagram, and it was the same on Instagram, and I was like, we're like, it's happening. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if anything's gonna happen at the Grammys tonight. I'm gonna be very interested to see what she shows up wearing.
Yeah.
Red carpet starts in an hour 45.
Wow.
Sorry,
So
that's
soon.
so off topic. I was gonna say I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner, but you guys don't need to. You guys don't need to hear that.
I will say, I was definitely just like scrolling while getting ready this morning, and that popped up, and I literally audibly gasped, and I was like, I immediately screenshotted and sent it to Katie, and then approximately 2 minutes later, Nina texted me. Shout out Nina.
Nina,
a loyal listener.
Nina, my mom, my grandma, Sydney Warnock, my cousin's wife, and apparently Marlena.
Yeah.
Listens too. I knew that Marlena listens sometimes, but Nina said she listens every week.
Yeah.
Those 5 people are our most loyal listeners, so
Yeah.
thank you.
Shout out. But Nina texted me. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it made me laugh so hard. At 11:16. When did I text you?
11:15.
So literally a minute later, she said Taylor's profile pic. That's it. Just Taylor's profile pic.
She's watching.
And so I sent her a
The world is
screenshot of me
watching.
texting you it. It was like literally 2 seconds ago. What? So funny. So yeah,
It's happening.
definitely. I could see her maybe teasing it. I don't know.
She's definitely gonna wear black tonight. Black or green, I would guess.
Yeah. What if she wears a dress like the dress I bought?
Maybe. I think, well, I don't know this, but I hope that she just drops it. Like, I hope that she just drops Reputation. Like,
Yeah, I don't want a whole build up.
yeah. I don't care if that means that it takes longer, but, like, for, like, my personal satisfaction of Rep, I hope that she just drops it.
I hope, like, within 2 weeks from announcement to drop, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that, like, she can do, like, one of the singles and tease the vault tracks for 2 weeks. Then it's just out.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, this whole, like, 6-month ordeal.
The 6-month ordeal I can't do.
It's just, like, we already know half the album. Like, we know the vibes.
Yeah.
Like, love you, girl, so much. It hurts sometimes. But we don't need 6 months.
No, we don't.
We don't. That's ridiculous.
So, I'm hoping for something tonight.
Yes.
Stay tuned on our Instagram because it'll be there if it is.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So, next up is Universal Music Group pulled all of their songs from TikTok.
Yeah.
All of them.
Just crazy.
Which is crazy because it's literally so many artists like Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, Drake,
Olivia Rodrigo.
So many, which is just insane. And it's like, yeah, it's like that thing where if you had posted of them in the past, I haven't looked at my like past TikToks, but they're silent now. Ariana Grande, U2,
Conan Gray. I don't know where he was last night. Because that happened yesterday or 2 days ago.
Spotify artists, new artists.
He was interviewed and someone asked him about it and was like, "Well, that's probably the end of my career. Like, honestly, like my songs get popular because of TikToks."
Yeah,
and so like.
So a lot of artists are.
He's like, we're either going to have to get really creative with marketing or I'm never going to have a song that goes is popular again.
Well, and I don't know what the deal with this is, but Noah Kahan posted a video today or yesterday, after his songs being removed. But I think it's like he like straight up recorded it on the TikTok app. So I'm like, I guess that I'm going to look at it. I guess that gets a pass. I'm not really, it's his new song that's coming out this Friday.
Probably then.
Oops. I don't know what this means, but I just saw a TikTok. It says, Taylor changed her profile picture to black and white. The Grammys are today, and it's been 2,190 days of our love blackout. Does that mean it's been 2,190 days since Rep was released?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to Noah Kahan. I can't think about conspiracy theories right now. Also, I'm so excited to see Noah Kahan at the Grammys tonight. Like, I've never been so excited ever. Yeah, it was yesterday, but I'm not going to play it because we might get, like, copyrighted. But, like, I'm pretty sure he just, like, recorded it on...
Just click on the sound. Yeah.
So, I don't really know. I don't really know what the vibes are, but maybe because it's unreleased. Like, I don't know how he was able to do that. But he said a similar thing about about it being taken off because he was like, I don't know how I'm gonna.
Yeah, a bunch of artists are like posting funny videos of them like singing their song, but like not for real.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, if TikTok took down my songs, I'll just have to sing it for you. And then it's like this terrible rendition of it.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, the article said that on Tuesday, a day before its licensing contract with TikTok was set to expire, Universal, the largest of the three major record companies, published a fiery open letter accusing TikTok of offering unsatisfactory payment for music and of allowing its platform to be flooded with AI-generated recordings, which is so true. I hate AI. It freaks me out. That diluted the royalty pool for real human musicians. TikTok confirmed early Thursday that it had removed music from Universal, and videos on the app began to show the effects of the broken partnership. Recordings by Universal artists were deleted from TikTok's libraries, and existing videos that used music from Universal's artists had their audio muted entirely. Universal songs were also unavailable for users to add to new videos. Yeah. So
interesting.
That's that. I mean, yeah, I think that a lot of times the trends have to do with like people's music for sure. I do think that there are still artists out there that are under Universal. Not many, but there are. And so it's like, I think that their songs are just going to get more attention. Yeah. And I feel like I'm not somebody who goes on TikTok and I'm watching a lot of things for like the trends with those songs in it. Like, I feel like more times other people show me those TikToks. Like, I feel like the TikToks I watch are, like, how-tos or, like, vlogs or something. Or, like, reviews. Yeah. So I feel like it's not going to maybe impact my watching experience. but I do think it has a bigger impact for artists than maybe like the viewer.
Yeah. I feel like I have a lot of music on mine, or like edits people make to like of Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce or whatever it might be.
Yeah, that's true. Most of those are like, I feel like it's sped up though.
Yeah, so I'm like,
if they're gonna get around it with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one guy that made the Bejeweled dance, he was like all.
Oh yeah,
I saw his TikTok. He was like, "Well, all mine are gonna be muted. Sorry."
Yeah, and so he posted one of him singing it.
That's funny.
Which is so funny. Yeah, I think that's interesting. That I don't know. I wonder.
I wonder if they're gonna end up coming to an agreement, but I feel like TikTok would have to. It sounded like Universal was pretty upset. It didn't sound like they were just like, oh, they're not paying us enough.
Right.
It sounded like it was like a bigger issue with like the AI, which the AI stuff is just crazy. Which we didn't talk about this because I didn't even know about it.
Oh, yeah.
But the AI pictures of Taylor Swift that were on Twitter, like, they were like horribly disgusting images. But I think she's like suing Twitter.
Well, so like her name, you can't search it on Twitter.
Yes.
Anymore.
You can search like Taylor Swift NFL or like Taylor Swift like, but you cannot just search Taylor Swift on Twitter right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah, AI is a big problem. Last thing I'll say about AI is that that movie / book Argyle, which it's not about Taylor Swift. Which a lot of people were trying to say that it was about because the artist is like the author is like anonymous, and it's really weird because they had made a whole movie for it before the book even came out. Like the movie just came out Thursday, the book just came out a couple weeks ago. People who have seen the movie and have read the book think that the guy who did this, the Taylor Swift conspiracy theory is on the different table. Another conspiracy theory about this book, because it is so weird that they would pick up this book and like make a screen adaptation for it before the book had ever come out, because that literally never
that
happens.
is really odd.
Like it ends with
and
Us,
like with big names.
Yes, like It Ends With Us was so popular, and like it still hasn't come out in a movie because it takes time to film and all this stuff, and like the writer's strike, and it has big names, so like whatever. Whereas like this movie, it also had big names. It had Henry Cavill in it. Dua Lipa, like so many big whatever. So it was so strange. Like books to movies or books to TV shows are never that quick. Like Harry Potter is probably the quickest because it had already been picked up. Like when the first movie came out, the last book wasn't done. So it was like they just like kept rolling with it because it was really popular. So people think that some guy wrote the screenplay for this movie first, and then he plugged it into AI and said, write a book out of this screenplay, and then they published the book. That's like one of the theories, because a lot of people that have read it, Kendall said that she only read like 40 pages, but a lot of people that read it have said that it kind of reads a little robotically.
Weird.
So that's what they think, which is,
I saw something
again, really
this
freaks
morning.
me out. I want to read it. I probably won't go see it in theaters, but
yeah, I won't.
And it has what's her name, Dallas Cameron or Bryce Dallas
Howard. Yes.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Yes.
Yeah. Something this morning popped up.
I just think it's so weird. I think the whole something strange is going on. This is not a normal, somebody wrote a book.
Oh, the director, Matthew Vaughn, said Taylor Swift did not write this. Basically.
All right. Well.
But he was but her influence can be seen in other ways.
Okay, slay.
So
that's all I have on AI and the Spotify deal. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to read Argyle and maybe see it when it comes to the home theater.
Okay. All right. This developing relationship.
Once again.
In front of our eyes.
Seen on the streets.
Yeah, literally seen on the streets.
I'm sick of it.
Dula Peep is... I didn't even mean to say it that way. It just came out. Oh, man. Dua Lipa. Sorry, girl.
Sorry for the disrespect.
That was a brain glitch.
It was something.
I didn't even mean to say that at all. Okay. Gaining
She's
composure.
regaining herself.
Dua Lipa and Callum Turner are spotted on the streets, of course, making out.
I didn't see them kissing. I think they were just...
Oh, I did.
Oh. Okay, Dua Lipa.
I think it was... Oh, man. Every time I see his picture, he's so cute.
I want to say that I don't think he's that cute. But like,
no.
not that he's not a good-looking man, but I'm just
He's
not my type.
He just looks so kind. Like, not like...
Yeah, he looks so nice.
He does, like, you know how, like, some celebrities are just, like, they're hot. But it's like, you would be such a jerk in real life.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a genuinely kind guy.
Yeah. Okay, so they were first spotted together attending the Masters of Air premiere in London together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were seen cozying up and slow dancing at the after party. That's so cute.
Yeah. Rumored. There weren't, like, pictures of them dancing and stuff at the after party. At least I didn't see them come out. I just heard people talking about them.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, TMZ just reported it.
Yeah. And then they're seen leaving dinner, the same place that Harry Styles and Camille Rowe were seen, and literally every other celebrity couple, which I'm like, what restaurant is this? That, like...
I don't know. Like, can I go?
Yeah, I'm like... Because you know that these celebrities are calling the Paps to that restaurant, and that restaurant must have, like, some kind of deal with, I don't know, that they're all spotted in front of it. But beside the point. So they're spotted dinner, and then a couple days later, then they're seen
at Sushi Park
kissing.
Which, isn't this where Kylie and her, like, ex-best friend or something, her old best friend, what's their name? She dated one of Chloe's exes or something, and so then Kylie and her stopped being friends, and then Kylie and her were seen at Sushi Park together, and that's how everyone figured out they were friends again.
I don't know.
What's her name? Jordan Woods.
Oh,
that's where her...
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's where they were spotted.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's the restaurant that I was talking about. Okay, so, sorry, it was a second time that they were together was at that restaurant with the, like, balcony, like, handrail that's in all the photos.
So, yeah, Turner was hugging her from behind and planted a kiss on her cheek. So special.
And then just a couple of days ago, they were out on a walk, and so there was a ton of pictures of them all holding hands,
smiling, kissing, and strolling.
Yep.
With their arms around each other. Both stars sported casual white tops with light washed denim jeans as they sipped coffees and cozied up to each other. Sometimes the way these articles are written, I'm like, just say their name over and over again, because it was like, it says stuff
Lipa
like
and Turner.
Like, it'll say, at the time, TMZ reported that the musician and the boys in the boat were seen, da-da-da-da, and then it says, the Houdini singer and actor. So, like, I'm like, you don't have to keep naming them. They did, like, I know who they are. Their pictures are right here. It's just funny the way that they... This is an interesting pair to me. I don't know too much about either of them, so maybe that's why it's interesting to me.
Yeah, I feel like in my head...
He looks so nice. Like, he literally looks like the nicest person
I know, he is.
Okay.
As if I know him. No, I watched his interview with Austin Butler on the Drew Barrymore show, which is so sweet. And, like, Drew Barrymore's show is so interesting to me. Like, because she is all about some physical touch, like, eye contact.
Really close to
She's
Austin
literally,
Butler.
like hand on his knee, like,
they were sitting,
I'm going on a first date tonight, can I call you?
Close. And I was like, and for those of you who can't see us because you're listening on Spotify, like, their knees were touching.
Literally knees touching, and her hand on his knee.
And she...
multiple times.
Yeah, and he, like, has his arm on the back of the couch.
Yeah, so he's, like,
leaning into... Yeah. It honestly... felt kind of like, from the one clip that I watched when they were talking about her blind date, it honestly felt kind of awkward that Callum Turner was even there.
Yes.
Like, it honestly felt like he was, like, interrupting something.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And, awesome.
But they're, like, talking about, like, their first crushes and, like, all this stuff, and it's just, like, he's just so sweet and cutie. He's actually been in a lot more movies than I thought he had been. Because they were, like, talking about it in a different interview, Austin Butler and him, because they were like, asked like, oh, what's your favorite work that the other person's done? And he was like, oh, I loved Elvis. Oh, but I also really loved whatever else movies. And Austin was like, yeah, like I really loved you in the Harry Potter spinoff, Beasts something.
Oh, Fantastical Beasts.
Yeah.
Find them.
I think that's what it was. Now I'm thinking that maybe he wasn't in that movie.
I think that he was maybe in it.
Okay.
I can look it up. I'll fact check you while you talk.
And he was like, okay, what else? And Austin's like, I don't really know what other, like, I don't know if I've watched all your movies. And Callum was like, I mean, that's all I did before when I found out you were on the project. Like, I just watched all your movies.
That's funny.
To, like, see who you are. Because, like, in the show.
Yeah, he was in Fantastic Beasts.
Okay.
Who is he? Because he was in all of them. I'm going to keep looking at you.
And, because, like, in the show, their characters are, like, real-life best friends, like, for, like, their entire lives. They were best friends, and, like, they were the best man in each other's wedding, and, like, all this stuff. And so they were like...
What?
Yes, girl?
Oh, I thought that it said he was the main character, and I was like,
No, that was that other guy.
That can't be true. That, like, they don't look enough like... No, he's the main character's brother.
Okay.
So he's kind of a bad guy.
T. But...
He was in Assassin's Creed.
They were, like, best friends, and so they were talking about how, like, they intentionally, like, spent so much time together outside of filming, like, playing cards and just hanging out with each other to, like, build that relationship before filming even started so that they came off as best friends on screen. Which I was like, that's so cute.
That is so cute.
Like, they just, like, played pretend friends for a while in real life and then had to keep going.
I probably would have watched all of his stuff, too, honestly.
Yeah. I mean...
But, I mean, maybe if he had, like, a small part. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Also,
if you were I would watch it.
I watched the 3rd episode.
Masters of Air?
Yeah, on Saturday.
I'm probably never going to watch it because it's about war. And I don't
No, you shouldn't. You would actually hate it, I think. It's very stressful.
I don't mind stressful stuff. I just, when they talk about war, I'm, like, so uninterested. Like,
yeah. There's a lot of death.
Honestly, have you ever seen Captain America?
Yeah.
I can't stand the Captain America movie because, as Sydney's listening and she's gonna get so mad at me because they hate when I say this. It's so boring because it's about the war, and I don't care about the war. Like, okay,
Captain America was my favorite.
I really care about the military. Many people in Jackson's family are in the military. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying pieces about war. I'm just like,
you don't want to watch something
bored.
That's like, yeah, like a fictional thing about war.
Even when it's not fictional.
Well, I'm saying like a entertainment thing.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to be entertained by war and I'm just like, that's not. So like, even though like Captain America is about a superhero, it's so war focused that I like can't. It's so bad to me.
That's so funny. But yeah, I watched the 3rd episode and like because I kept saying it was the show with Austin Butler and Callum Turner and Barry Keoghan.
I love Barry Keoghan. Barry Keoghan was in Fantastic Beasts too. So they've already worked together.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in Fantastic Beasts.
I feel like maybe I knew that.
Definitely the 1st and 2nd one. I don't know if he was in the 3rd one. Huh. And Callum Turner was definitely in the 2nd and 3rd. I don't know if he was in the 1st. So they at least overlapped in the 2nd.
Spoiler alert, if you're planning to watch this show, maybe skip 20 seconds. But Barry Keoghan died in this episode, and I was like, what? I was like, I feel like he's like...
one of their best friends, too?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's the 3rd biggest name in
you
the
were shocked.
movie. Yeah, I was like, I thought...
He was going all the way?
Yeah, because he's a big name actor, and I was like, what? I was like, no way he's about to die, and then he crashed his plane. And I was like, no! Oh my gosh.
Maybe I liked Top Gun. Is this anything like Top Gun?
Yeah.
Like, I really like Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, it's a lot less beach scene and a lot more...
But I liked the intensity when they were
exploding planes.
Like when they were trying to make the run.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked that part, too.
I mean, that's what...
Again, did I really like it because of
the beach scene?
And Glenn Powell? Yeah, obviously. But I did kind of...
But it's Austin Butler, so...
Hi, I love Austin Butler.
You should give it a try. Give the first episode a watch.
Because what I will also say is so many people texted me.
Well, it's on Apple TV. Do you have Apple TV?
Well, remember we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
I don't have it. However,
yeah, but your mom.
After last week, I talked about how I didn't, like I hadn't watched Ted Lasso and I really needed to. Sydney texted me and was like, you need to watch Ted Lasso.
There you go.
My mom texted me and was like, how have you not watched Ted Lasso? Like, I think, like, we can pay for the membership for a couple months if that's what you want. And then Nina literally texted me and said, you have to watch Ted Lasso. Here's my login. So maybe I'll log into it and then I'll watch Ted Lasso and Masters of Air. Jackson would really like Masters of Air, so maybe we can watch it together.
Yeah.
Because we just finished The Bear.
Yeah.
We tried to watch Traitors.
Was it really bad?
You watched it.
No, I've been thinking about it though. But I feel like it'd be awful.
So cheesy.
Yeah.
Like I'm one of those people, like, I need to know what happens.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna keep watching it.
Yeah.
But Jackson was like, I can't do this. The host, I don't remember his name, but he's in Spy Kids. Jackson didn't recognize him. But he's Scottish. I didn't know he was Scottish.
What?
Or he's from somewhere in the UK.
Who is that?
And he is, I mean, it's so corny. Because it's not shot like reality or like game TV. It's shot like they're trying to make a legit TV show. Like, it seems like they're trying to make it into like a real murder mystery.
Yeah.
That guy.
You don't remember him?
No, I remember him. Jackson didn't remember him.
Oh.
But like it's shot like you would imagine a Clue video game to be shot.
Yeah.
Like those are the vibes.
That's
like,
kind of what I imagine.
Like,
or
this
like
is a video game to Clue.
When who was it? On YouTube, when they used to like gather all the like YouTube stars. I can't remember who.
Is this Mr. Beast?
No. It was before Mr. Beast was a thing. I want to say it was Shane Dawson, but that feels wrong.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think it was him, but I can't. Like it's on the tip of my tongue who it was. Joey Graceffa.
I don't know who that is.
I think it was his thing. At least he was part of it. You don't know who Joey Graceffa is?
No.
Girl.
Also, I'm really bad with names to faces, so if I saw his face, maybe I would. I'll look him up while you're
okay.
talking.
It's Graceffi, I think. But he, or whoever it was, if it wasn't him, did like a house of YouTubers and like they would like die off and
like actually die?
No.
I've never seen this guy before.
But yeah, okay. And like had to figure out like who the person was. It was basically Clue, but it was just like a bunch of YouTubers who were popular. Like Gabby Hanna was probably on it, and all these other people. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. And it's just shot how it's probably shot very similar to that. It's like very dramatic camera angles.
Yeah.
Like it's not filmed like Survivor, basically.
Yeah.
But it is really interesting to see a lot of these people come together. I don't really know who half of them are because some of them are from The Challenge and Big Brother, and I've never watched that. And then some people are just like,
Dan
randos.
from Big Brother.
Yeah, I really like Dan. Like Sandra's on it, Parvati, some other people that I just don't really know that well. Johnny Bananas
Pilot
is on
Pete.
it. Pilot Pete is on it, and he's like pretty tame, honestly.
Yeah,
but
makes sense.
So yeah, it's interesting, but I think that I'll probably keep watching it, and Jackson won't. So maybe we'll watch Ted Lasso or Masters of Air.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
I don't really know how we got there.
Masters of Air, Callum Turner. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's
all I had to say about that.
Yeah.
Lastly, Bachelor recap.
Yeah, girl.
This week was the second week, so it was like the first real week of Bachelor. Yeah, the first dates week.
Yeah.
They had 2 group dates. One was a wedding dress date, and I was like, how many times are you gonna put these girls in wedding dresses?
Always, probably.
But it was different. This one was like a party. Like it was like
they were at their wedding. Competing for attention.
I thought that was funny. And then Lauren was really upset because her dad had just died, which is
one of the
really
sisters.
sad.
Right? No.
Yeah, she was one of the sisters. She's the older sister.
Why wasn't the other girl upset?
What other girl?
Her sister.
Her sister wasn't upset.
That's what I'm saying. Why wasn't she?
Because she wasn't on the date.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure
Right.
I'm sure that
it was because of the wedding.
Yeah, I'm sure
Now
she's upset that her dad is dead.
Yeah,
for
but I
sure,
was like, why didn't they talk together about it?
Lauren
But
was upset specifically because she was like, I haven't thought about the fact that my dad won't be there to walk me down the aisle, and like this just kind of brought it into.
Yeah.
And so that was really sad, and she talked to Joey about it. And then who got the date? The rose? Jess?
Edwina.
No, that was the second date.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Flag. Okay. I think maybe Jess got it. Jess is like
I think so.
me,
Jess is on my
honestly,
team.
because she was like, I'm so upset because of my last relationship. Like, I'm like, you're just upset that other people have real problems and you want something to complain to Joey about so that he feels bad for you and kisses you. And I'm like, not a horrible strategy, but you are definitely annoying me. Like,
we've explained our bachelor draft, right?
yes. Actually we haven't.
Okay, well, our friend group, people we work with, all partake in a bachelor draft. It's like, how many of us are there? 10? More?
I think there's 10 of us.
Okay.
Around 10 sounds right.
Yeah. It's usually like 10 to 15 people each week. But about 10 teams of people. And so we each draft girls to be part of our team, and we get points for them doing certain things like getting the date rose or being the last rose at the end of the night, kissing him, being in a helicopter. Yeah, it's like all these things.
There's so many things, yeah.
Like so many ways to get points. But my team is in third right now. It's probably not going to stay that way.
I'm probably going to lose. I like always lose.
Because I have Star, who like hasn't even been in any conversations.
No, she hasn't come up once.
But she's still there. So, I have Sydney, who is in the mess with.
Oh yeah, she's in the drama right
Maria. Now. So I'm thinking she might go home pretty soon too. Lexi. I have Lexi, who I'm trying to remember who that was. I don't think she's really been.
She just did something funny. She like pulled him aside and she was like, I'm painting you a picture, like I'm really good at art.
Oh, that was right.
Yeah. Funny.
That was cute. And then I have Jess, who's stirring the pot a little bit, and who's my fifth? I think she already went home.
Yeah, I haven't added up again.
No, I have 5 people still in the game.
Are you sure? Carissa,
who I'm like,
she's also kind of like meh.
Yeah.
Just to put it into perspective, so our friend Katrina has 855 points. She's in first. Kendall has 690. She's in second. Madison has 600
800?
points. Mm-hmm.
What?
I'll tell you who she has in second. Madison has 600 points, and she's in third. I have 335. I'm not losing, but I'm not winning. Katrina has Allison, Daisy. She has Daisy. That's how she's winning.
Her and Kendall have Daisy.
Who else does she have?
I'm like, where's she getting all these points?
That's actually it.
What?
But I think that her girls that already went home. Oh, sorry, and Leia. So those are all big scores. And then like her girl that went home was Lauren, and Lauren got 170 points.
Yeah, she went home early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she also had Chandler, who got her no points, but she's a lot of points. I personally have left not a lot of people. Kelsey A she's gotten 70 points so far.
I think she'll go far.
You think so?
Yeah.
And Sydney, who has 75 points.
You only have 2 left?
Yeah, because who's gone home? Lauren went home.
Oh, yeah.
Nat went home. And Zoe went home. I couldn't even tell you who Zoe is. No. So I'm not gonna win, and that's like totally fine. I'm honestly, my joy in the Bachelor draft is running this spreadsheet. Like I love this spreadsheet more than
I think I got second last season too.
Yeah, I have it on my phone. I could look at it somewhere, but yeah. So it's pretty fun to watch because we do that.
Yeah, it is fun because everyone's like chanting and 2 people are cheering when something happens. Everybody else is like boo.
Yeah.
Which was funny.
Daisy went on the individual date, the one-on-one, and she like built it up the whole time, like telling him that she had a cochlear implant. And they put her in a lot of loud scenarios, I'll say. Yeah. Just felt a little rude. The helicopter, the music festival. Like I was like, okay. Anyway,
and then they put them on stage
at
the concert. Awkward. I was like, that is terrible.
That was so awkward. Yeah, they were like on stage during this guy singing. and they were like slow dancing in front of this crowd. If I was in the crowd, I'd be like, well, if I was in the crowd, actually, I would probably be freaking out because I love pop culture. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm watching The Bachelor on a date right now. That's crazy.
Yeah. But also just like...
If you were, like, Jackson would be like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that is crazy that they did that.
Yeah. That's so weird. I keep seeing TikToks of people being like, guys, we need to stop hyping up Daisy just in case she's not the one that wins. Like, imagine the winner who's still dating Joey or engaged to Joey, like, seeing us all, like,
that happens all
fangirl
the time,
over
though.
Daisy. And it's like, okay.
And usually the person that, like, we fangirl over that isn't the winner is the Bachelorette next. Mm-hmm. Like, if she's not the winner, she's the Bachelorette next.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't nobody else on that really holding a candle to her. Except
No.
for, like, Jess. I honestly would be pretty entertained to watch a season of Jess be the Bachelorette.
That would give me so many points.
So many points.
So, Jess girl.
Whereas, like, Daisy, low-key be another charity. And I wouldn't be into that.
I didn't watch charities, so...
Yeah, I didn't either. Because I wasn't into it.
Right. Okay.
So then, yeah, Daisy went on that date. She obviously got a rose. And then, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, then they had another group date, and it was like capture the flag-esque. And then it was like, okay, one team wins. And then the team that won, only one person was picked from that to have extra time with Joey, which was crazy because then they essentially didn't spend any time with Joey because the whole group date was playing the game. And so it was Edwina that got to have one-on-one time with him. And then she got the rose, too. And then there was some drama with Lauren. She was just like, I want to go home. So she went home. It was kind of like anticlimactic. And then
she said, maybe I'll see you at hometowns.
Yes, LOL. Which actually would be so entertaining.
Yeah, it would be.
And then there was some drama with Sydney, Maria, and who was the other girl's name?
Taylor?
No, Taylor's gone.
Yeah, but not until after.
Medina,
yeah.
And so...
Because Medina was like, it's just hard being the oldest person here.
So Medina was talking about how it's hard being older.
She's 31. And Maria's 29.
Yes. And so she was like talking about how hard it is. And Maria, I don't know if she was talking to Medina or to someone else, and was like, she shouldn't, like, she wasn't being mean. She was just like, I think trying to like be comforting or encouraging, and she was like, she shouldn't be insecure about it, like, I'm older too, like, and I think that when she said older, she meant older than Joey, not like, oh, we're the same age kind of thing. And she wasn't trying to put her down. She was just like, you should be confident in that, like, you're hot and like you're amazing and like you have more to offer than somebody who is younger because you've lived more, whatever. And Sydney, like, I don't know if she overheard it or just like saw her talking about
weird.
it. And then she like, Medina wasn't even really in the drama. And then she like went to Medina and was like, yeah, she's talking crap about you, all this stuff. And then like it was this whole thing in the house. And then Maria, like, in front of a bunch of people was like, that was not what I was saying. She was like, so tell me what I said. And Cindy was like, well, you know, you were talking about this. And Maria was like, you can't even tell me what I said.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. Like, I was on Maria's side.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I just hope that it doesn't come back to Joey like Maria was doing something wrong.
You know it will.
I really like Maria.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope that he sees that it wasn't her. Because like, she like went up and like, she like did everything right. I felt like she went up and talked to Medina.
She confronted it.
Yeah. And then she also went to Sydney.
Yeah.
She went to the group and was like, who said this? And Sydney was like, me. Which I was like, okay.
Bold.
You really don't care.
Yeah.
But all three of them are still here.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting next week because they teased that like there was more drama about it. Because I just think that Sydney just doesn't like her, which I'm like, well, you know, she's going to go farther than you probably.
Who knows? Yeah.
But I'm interested to see where the rest of the season goes. I'm liking it so far.
Me and my roommate Ashlyn just keep saying, we hope that he's still single so that we have a shot.
LOL. I hope that for you too.
Thanks.
He is so cute and so funny.
He is. He's just sweet.
Yeah, he is.
And
really
adventurous and cute and funny and
sweet.
silly.
He's giving the same energy as Callum Turner.
Yeah.
They have the same energy.
Wow.
Except I think that from pure looks, Joey does look a little more outgoing.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, maybe I just think that because I know more of his personality.
But Callum Turner's English, so...
Oh, yeah. They're normally more reserved.
Okay.
Like, aren't they?
I was just meaning he had an accent.
Oh, so that...
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
I mean, I feel like they're pretty even in my head.
Okay. Well, that's all I have to say.
Me too.
We'll see you next Monday.
Baby.
Gorgeous.